A storm warning is going off, and this is for the massive match we have here between Norway and England. And you may have guessed it, the storm warning is for Norway to upset the English. Now this seems pretty simple to look at because we have seen Norway upset the Brazilians, but this is a whole different encounter here. And I just haven't seen enough from the English to convince me that they are going to get through the Norwegians. Now, when we look at Norway, they don't have quality all over the pitch. But I think the grit they can dig in games, we saw against Brazil, that is quite incredible. And if they can replicate that again, I think they will hurdle over England. Now let's not underestimate the English. We know how good they are. We know the quality they have all over the pitch. And we saw actually a really decent performance they put in against Mexico. They grinded out that win. But I don't want this to happen. I actually quite like watching England and like watching them going far because I love the players. But I think Norway just have something special about them. It reminds me of Morocco from 2022. They just have that extra bit of zing. And the quality of the players up front, Erling Haaland, just to execute when times get tough. Just when they get that one opportunity, he can just execute. And that's where I think Norway are just going to push that next level. And they're going to have to push up a level. Even though Brazil are an incredible side, I think England are a level up from Brazil, or even two. And that's why Norway are going to have to really put in a massive performance here. But I think they can. Nyland, we saw against Brazil, his goalkeeping performance was outstanding. And with that, if he can replicate that again, we could be seeing one of the greatest, most incredible upsets of football World Cup history. Now let's not go away from England's attack. We love England and their players they have up front who can produce moments that save the English, such as Jude Bellingham. We saw him in the Euros save them with his bicycle kick. Harry Kane, he saved the English not long ago in this World Cup, in the round of 32. And we've seen so many big players, those two players mainly, stand up for the English in recent times, when often in the past they haven't had those players to stand up for them in those big moments. Those two players, singularly, are going to be key. Now we've also got to think about the wingers they have. They are some really exciting players, but sometimes they have looked off at times. But I think what we saw against Mexico was pretty solid from them. And Gordon put in a massive performance, and Bukayo Saka as well. And I think they will be the starters for this match. And they deserve to be, just because of the work they put in for that match. And they looked really positive against Mexico. Now, how are Norway going to control this? Well, let's not look past the fact that they are going to concede chances. Having four at the back is always going to concede chances when you don't have incredibly high quality players. And we know that Norwegian defence isn't hugely qualified, but this goalkeeper Nyland showed us that the grit they can put in for that want to go further in this tournament, I think, is why they can move forward and get to the semi-finals. If they can hold out England and shut those wingers down like they have been shut down at times, and shut Harry Kane down, they could really be in for a shot here. Let's not forget also that moving forward, they're going to have that quality as well. But not only Erling Haaland, but also their wingers and Odegaard are really, really good on that transition. And when those four players are moving forward with pace, they are hard to quiet. And I don't think, unless England go ahead and do what they did last match, I don't think they will be overly secure at the back. We haven't seen them being secure. They were very edgy against Mexico in the late stages of their round of 16 match. So it's going to be massive for them, those centre-backs, to be able to close the likes of Haaland, the likes of Nusa, Sorloth, Odegaard down, but also have the extra players with him to not allow overloads as well. This is going to be a massive match, and everyone knows it is. They are the most likely team, I think, for anyone to get through one of those top four favourites in these quarterfinals, just because of how they have worked themselves so far this tournament. So I think Norway are going to upset the Giants, England. Alright, I'll be back in a moment with my forecast picks, but thank you for listening.